I recently read a newsletter about Kelly Pickner's family and the drama from her husband Jacob from passing, and how it created so many issues amongst the family that weren't there before. This video is about not having a plan in probate. I'm not an attorney, I'm a real estate broker. My name's Dave Pannell. I practice real estate across Dallas-Fort Worth, and I can help you resolve, dispute, sell all the assets in the inventory list. So that article I read online, public information about Kelly's case and her husband Jacob when he passed away in 2023, that they didn't have a will of trust. They had no plan for their estate. Obviously, they didn't plan on Jacob passing away. Obviously, there was no will or trust or instructions for the court once they had to go through probate to save their assets. And Kelly, unfortunately, the emotional toll of her spouse passing away, she didn't want to be assigned the administrator of the estate. She didn't want to have to manage the assets. She just wanted to be the sole beneficiary and probably be left alone. But that's when the dispute happened, when Jacob's parents took over the case and they wanted to start selling the assets, I guess, selling and distributing the personal items from their estate or their house, which is completely wrong. But that's going to happen if you don't have a plan in place. Nobody plans on dying, most cases. It's better to have a plan in place, and I could help you refer an attorney. She turned it down, and the family started wanting to collect the watches, the piano, the family photos, maybe the vehicles, and maybe even force to sell in the house that she lived in. So let's get into that. Here's the truth. If there's no plan in place, there's going to be disputes amongst the family members, amongst the kids, and there's going to be time delays, and there's going to be more costs involved for the attorneys, for the hearings to be set, and it may not be communicated correctly. So this story that I'm telling you about Kelly and Jacob, yes, they are celebrities, but without a plan, they're just going through a raw probate, which is real. And I watch families all across Dallas-Fort Worth, Texas, do the same thing. They fight about the small items because obviously small items will preserve the memories, right? Or they want to maybe sell those for a profit. But I see more families across Dallas-Fort Worth fight over the guns, the guitars, the jewelry, the family photos, the tools, the furniture, and just small keepsakes to remember the family member. But that's why it's essential to have a plan in place and to identify who's going to help distribute those assets. And it's usually the most responsible person in the family, or presumed to be. In almost all the cases that I've worked that had problems, they were ruled the same way. They did not have an airtight estate plan. Go talk to an attorney. Spend some time figuring out how to establish a plan so that if something happened, you have a plan in place. If you find yourself in a contested situation, disputes with the family after someone passed away, and you don't really have a roadmap, I want to take this time to say that I have really good referrals. I can give you the most amazing referral depending on what your needs are and for the cost basis for what your family needs for. You don't want to end up in a court battle. Nobody does. If there's assets like a house, vehicles, a house full of collectibles, you want to make sure that everything is inventoried and protected, and there's someone assigned that will distribute those before there's a dispute. And again, I would love to help you refer somebody that will protect your assets. If you're looking for estate planning, with the right support, the clear plan, you can move through this process with confidence and ease. And my goal is to help you simplify it by finding the right vendors, the right attorneys, and obviously the right real estate broker to help you, which is me. The number one thing I always recommend is secure the access to the property. Let's go ahead and secure the property, and we'll help you with that with a locksmith. We usually pay for that up front if we have a listing agreement. On the back end, we'll help you organize the important documents, such as the will, the property records, the mortgage details. I could do some research on the deeds, the HOA information. If there's solar panels on the house, I could start looking into who put a lien on the property. And one of the big items that come to mind is if there's a reverse mortgage that your mom and dad did without telling anybody, we could start getting the payoff information from the account number or the receipts you receive, invoices for the mortgage payment in the mail. One of the last things that we could help you with is start decluttering things that you want to get rid of in the house. The big thing, I just want you to know that we're here to help you. If you're ready and willing to help work with us, there's a link below in my calendar to schedule a time with us and get to know you and build a relationship from there. At the end of the day, I care about the results. I care about my reputation. I want to be well trusted. I want to earn your trust, and I want to earn your business. My name is Dave Pannell, real estate broker. And we help several families a year that are going through probate in the Dallas-Fort area. And I love to help you. Thank you. Bye.